Awards may be the most fun thing about FIRST, but it's not the most important thing about FIRST. I know that all of the volunteers who are here today aren't here because they are just dying to give your kids a plastic trophy. They're here because they know that FIRST is playing an important role in getting kids inspired about meaningful careers in science and technology and engineering, and starting to outfit them with these skills that they'll need to go forward and do that, to build good careers for themselves and their families, to make our country a stronger place, and to solve real problems in the world. Why is this mission so important? It's because there are so many voices in our culture that are lying to your children every day. And they're telling your kids the three big lies of American pop culture. The first one is the sports lie. The lie that it's a realistic career goal to dream of being a professional athlete. 1 in 3,000 high school athletes ever plays a minute of pro ball. Every student in this room can turn professional in the engineering field. Lie number 2 is the celebrity lie. The celebrities somehow matter. The Kardashians are not going to cure cancer. Maybe the kid sitting next to you is going to. Then lie number 3, which is the most corrosive lie of them all, which is whispered and screamed every day from TV screens and magazine covers to every young woman in this room, that it's more important to be pretty and to be popular than to have a brain and to use it. The problems that our country faces and our world face are much too difficult and important to send that kind of message to half of our brain power, to tell half of our children that their role in life is to be a decoration rather than to be a problem solver. There are a lot of people in America who are making a lot of money off these lies, but it's poison for your children. So I say to all you adults who are involved here at FTC, thank you. Thank you for taking your time to make this work and to give this opportunity for your students and for your kids. To those of you adults who are not all that involved now, who maybe are here as spectators, I encourage you to consider getting more deeply involved, because you can talk to your kids until you are blue in the face about what's important, but teenagers get talked at all day long. It's easy to tune that out, but if you take your most valuable resource, your time, and you put it into something, they will hear you. They will get that message. And maybe you're not a technical person, but you can help out your teams in other ways with outreach, or even if it's just bringing snack. So I encourage you, if you're not that involved yet, to consider getting more involved. I'd like to share just a brief story before I turn it over to the national anthem about something that really brought home for me what makes FIRST so important. About 8 or 9 years ago, I had the good fortune to become the coach for a rookie FTC team called EMP, a team of high school boys, Team 31. And the assistant coach behind my wife for a team of middle school girls called Einstein's Daughters, Team 32. And things started out a little bit rough, especially for the younger team. At our first practice, one of the girls was in tears because she thought her parents were making her do this thing that was just so dorky. And one of the girls wouldn't tell her friends that she was on a robotics team for a full year because she was so embarrassed about what they'd think. But both these teams started working hard and practicing hard, and they started winning a lot of matches. And over the course of the next several years, between the two teams, they qualified 9 times for the FTC World Championships. They brought home 5 awards from the World Championships, including the World Inspire Award and the World Alliance Champions. And I won't lie to you, it was a lot of fun being with those kids while they were winning. And the winning was a lot of fun. And it was important in its own way. But where are all those awards now that those teams won? They're in my garage, gathering dust. The question that's 1,000 times more important is, where are those kids now? They've all gone on to terrific colleges. The ones that have graduated are out in the workforce working as engineers, or they're pursuing advanced degrees in the sciences. One of the boys whose family could never afford a new car while he was growing up has just taken a job as a robotics engineer and bought his first ever new car. The girl who was crying at the first practice is now a computer science major. And the girl who couldn't tell her friends for a year that she was even doing robotics is now a senior at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. She's taken a job with SpaceX, a company on the cutting edge of civilian space exploration. And that kind of brings home for me what's really important about FIRST. That a girl who 8 years ago was afraid to tell her friends who was in robotics, this year is going to start building spaceships for a living. So for the next 6 hours, cheer your heads off, hope to win. But remember, the real prize is not what happens in the next 6 hours, it's what happens in the next 6 years of the lives of those students and kids that you care about and that you love, as they get launched on trajectories that will give them meaningful and rewarding careers and lives. With that, I'm going to turn it over for the national anthem to Maithu Kopulu, and after that, we're going to play ball.